guys, I'm Minecraft with Dummies, and today I'm back with a rabbit breeder, cooker and rabbit foot accumulator. So basically what this thing does is, as I said, it will breed the rabbits and then you can have the option to either cook them, or because a rabbit foot is a rare drop, you can choose to hit them to gain the potential to get a rabbit foot. And this machine puts them within one punch of their life, which means that you can kill them very easily to get the rabbit's feet. So if I just demonstrate all the buttons here, first you can put it into breed mode, signified by the carrot, and then you just jump up top on the ladder. And while they're jumping around, you could just hand them some carrots, and then they'll start breeding. And then because the baby rabbits have very, very small hit boxes, they'll actually fall down as you just saw then, and then they'll just sit in this little pocket down the bottom. Now when all the baby rabbits have grown up, you can press this button up here and that will cook them, and you'll be able to see that now, and it won't actually kill the baby rabbits, which is nice because they're just below the box where the larva is. And as you can see, the cooked rabbit just goes into here and sits in this chest, and that's because there's a hopper below it collecting it all. Now alternatively, you might want the rabbit foot, as I said, which is a rare drop, so you need to hit them, and for that you press this button here, and as you can see they suffocate, and then that'll put them in within a punch of their life, which means you can open this up and then they're just one hit kills. So as you can see, they're all just dying, and if you're lucky you'll get a rabbit foot in here. Now with this one you need to be careful, as you can see, this pushes this block as well, which means if there are any baby rabbits in here, they have the potential to escape, so you just need to be careful of that. And if you're really worried about that, you can actually move this button onto here, onto a different block, which I'll show you later. So this design is actually incredibly small. It's only got a 4x3 base really, which is really, really small, and that fits in a double pulsar and a timer for the suffocating of the rabbits, because that needs to be quite precisely timed, otherwise they will be either dead or will be more than one punch, which would be inconvenient. So to build this, you're going to need a whole host of different items. You don't really need very many of each of them, but there are quite a lot of different bits. So you need 2 regular buttons and a wooden one, and I'll show you that will need to be used later. A lever, 3 sticky pistons, a block of redstone, 1 fence, some glass. Obviously the building block of your choice doesn't have to be quartz. A few pieces of redstone, so 6, 2 comparators, 1 repeater, the chest that it's obviously going to go in, dispenser, hopper. And then you're going to need the lava and the water for the breeding and the cooking, and then a ladder just for ease of access to the breeding, and then some slabs as well. So you're going to start by having your chest, which is where everything's going to end up, and you can just put that just on the same level as just below ground level. So this is the floor, and that's where the chest would go. And then you'd have a hopper facing into this. Then you're going to put a slab on top of this, and this is where the rabbits are going to sit. Now on top of this, you're going to have to put a fence, not 1 above it, but 2 above it. So like that, and that's where the rabbits will be sitting. And then you're going to put a dispenser, make sure it's a dispenser and not a dropper, has to be a dispenser. You put 1 there, and then there's also going to be 1 just facing inwards on top like this, and that's just for where the rabbits are going to be standing. You're also going to put a piston below this, but adjacent. So like this. And then there's going to be a block on it, and that's for the suffocation of the rabbits. Now just to build the front panel, we're going to put a couple of blocks here like this. These might be changed out later. And then a button will go here, and make sure it's a wooden button. It's very important it's wooden, otherwise the timing will be wrong and it won't be a one-hit kill for the rabbits. Now you're going to go below to where the button is, so down 2 like that. So this will now power that block there. And then you're going to put 2 blocks like this, 3 like this, and then 1 block up there. And now you're going to complete a circuit for the timer by putting 1 comparator into this block, 1 comparator in the other direction, and then a redstone here, 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 and here, and then a block here to put them apart. Now 1 final block here, and this will now power this. And as you'll see when I press this button, you can see the block stays out for an extended period of time, and that's just the clock, or the timer even. See, now we go a few blocks up, and we can put the other 2 buttons on. 1 button simply goes into the dispenser, and that is just going to have the water in. So literally you press the button and the water will come out, and then you press it again when you're done breeding them. Then you're going to put a 2nd button here, and this one should be a stone button rather than a wooden one. And then you're going to put a block here, redstone repeater here, and you can leave it as it is. A block here, and put that on, one piece of redstone on that. Then you're going to put a piston facing out of this so you can see which way it is, same way as this dispenser, over the top of the other one. Now you're going to get your redstone block, and that will go over that. And then you're going to put one block down by the dispenser, and then one further down from that, and a redstone piece here. So now when this extends, it will power that piece of redstone. And this is where the lava is going to come. So if you listen now, it will make a double pulse from this dispenser. As you can hear, that click twice, which is the desired effect. Now the final mechanism is just for keeping the rabbits in and allowing you to be able to hit them. And you're simply going to put a sticky piston here, and then you can either put a slab there or a stair, it doesn't really matter, and that is literally just to push in and out for later. So you'll put a lever on here, and then you can have access to the rabbits and things like that. Now this bit's actually really important. You're going to want to be able to block the holes so the little rabbits can't fall out, so this one needs to be blocked. And just fill it up with glass, like this. So you want to make sure you've plugged all the holes so the rabbits can't just spew out. Also, it's important that you use glass around the wooden fence, otherwise the block will attach to all of them and then the rabbits will find it harder to fall through. So make sure you use glass like this. Now as the rabbits can jump quite high, you need to build this up. So as you can see, that's 2 blocks and that's actually not enough. You either need to put a third layer on, or alternatively use a half slab like this, and then they can't get out anymore. So instead of this glass bit, you can actually use another block and then just put the ladder on that. But I prefer to make it flat on the front, and so like this, and then chuck the ladders on like so. And obviously you're going to have to remove this block because it's where the piston is pushing. Now you can pretty it up as much as you like, so making it flat on the front, for example, to make it look a bit nicer. And yeah, it hides everything quite nicely. So now you want to push the buttons just to check they're all working. After you've put the items in, of course, so in the top one you're going to put water, and in the bottom one you're going to put lava. One's for breeding, one's for cooking, as I said. So if I push this button, the water will come out and then you can jump up and breed them. This button's for the lava dispenser. As you can see, that's working perfectly fine. The lever's working here, and this button is also working for pushing this piston in for suffocating them. If you don't like the fact that this is going to push this piston as well, you can alternatively move the block here and then put the button on the floor, and then that won't interfere anymore. So that bit's up to you. It depends if you want it to be all the buttons on this surface or not. Now another thing it's sometimes worth doing is labelling up what each of the buttons do. So for example, putting a item frame here, here and here, and then you can put a rabbit's foot here, so that just shows that these two are for collecting items and for the rabbit feet, and this one is for cooking, and this one is for breeding. So it's just a little labelling, and it covers up the piston quite well if you don't like the look of it. This, however, is now complete, so as you can see, everything is working, everything fits together nicely, all the holes are plugged, which means the rabbits can't get out, and it should be in perfect working order. So we'll test that out now. Simply put a few rabbits down the bottom, a few rabbits up the top. See, the water works fine, they can't escape. You can breed them fine. That is putting them within an inch of their life, which means you can now kill them. If you want to be able to get to them easier, because it's sometimes quite hard to hit them, you can put a slab down here. Or leave a hole altogether, and then you can actually reach them a bit easier. And of course the lava function's working as well. It will kill them at the moment, but that's only because they've already been hurt from the suffocation. But that is all, guys. It's pretty simple, it's really, really compact. There's quite a lot of technology packed into a very, very small little box. So I hope you do build this. I hope you find it useful, because it is good for, obviously, for the jumping potions for the rabbit's foot, and obviously it's a good source of food. So I hope you find time to build this, find a good spot for it. But that is all, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.